Welcome, dear seekers. Today we turn our attention to the School of Conjuration, the magic of summoning, teleportation, and the bending of space itself. Whether calling creatures from distant realms, shaping reality with summoned weapons, or vanishing across great distances in the blink of an eye, conjurers wield one of the most versatile and unpredictable schools of magic. Let us open the archives and uncover the mysteries of conjuration. At its core, conjuration is the magic of manifestation, bringing forth creatures, objects, or energies from distant realms, or shaping magical force into tangible form. Conjurers do not create something from nothing, rather they pull from the vast weave of magic itself, or open pathways to other planes, calling forth beings and materials from places unseen. Whether shaping spectral weapons, summoning creatures bound by arcane pacts, or bending space to teleport across great distances, conjurers wield an unparalleled command over space and substance. Through conjuration, a mage may create objects of pure magical force, such as spectral weapons that vanish when no longer needed, or clouds of toxic mist that disperse after their purpose is served. With the proper skill, a conjurer may fold space itself, stepping through unseen pathways to reappear elsewhere in an instant. And for the truly gifted, the barriers between worlds are mere veils, allowing them to beckon forth entities from other planes to fight, serve, or even whisper forbidden secrets. The School of Conjuration encompasses a vast array of spells, from the practical to the extraordinary. Spells such as Mage Hand allow for subtle, unseen manipulation, while create food and water can mean the difference between life and death in the wilds. But conjuration is not merely a school of utility, it is a school of power. Misty Step allows its caster to vanish and reappear in the blink of an eye, evading danger with effortless grace. Dimension Door and Teleport take this principle even further, granting mages the ability to traverse entire continents in an instant. Then, of course, there is summoning, one of the greatest and most infamous aspects of conjuration. Spells like Find Familiar allow a mage to bond with an otherworldly creature, while Summon Elemental calls forth beings of fire, water, earth, or air to do the caster's bidding. At its height, conjuration reshapes the fabric of existence. Spells like Gate create rifts between planes, bridging distant worlds and allowing powerful beings, such as demons or other formidable entities, to step into the material realm. Of all the schools of magic, conjuration is one of the most widely accepted. The ability to summon resources, creatures, or even allies at will is a valuable skill, and many view it as a practical art. The creation of food and water has saved entire kingdoms from famine, and teleportation magic has carried wounded warriors from the battlefield when no healer could reach them in time. Yet, conjuration also raises troubling questions. When a mage summons a creature, does it serve of its own free will, or is it merely an instrument bound by magic? Is pulling an elemental from its native plane an act of necessity or one of arrogance? And what of those who summon forces beyond their control? More than one conjurer has been undone by their own ambition, calling forth something they could not bind, something that did not wish to be summoned. This divide has shaped the reputation of conjurers throughout history. Some are seen as scholars and explorers, using their magic to chart new realms and bridge the gaps between worlds. Others are feared as reckless summoners, forever tempting fate with each rift they tear open. Throughout history, conjuration has left its mark upon the world, not just in fleeting moments of magic, but in legacies that transcend time itself. The Eternal March of Azaric speaks of a conjurer so skilled that he did not lead an army. He called it forth from the planes themselves. With a word, the battlefield would come alive with summoned warriors, elementals bound to his will, creatures of shadows slipping from the void, celestial phalanxes forming in an instant to answer his command. His enemies never knew what they truly fought, for when his will wavered, the army would vanish as suddenly as it had appeared. It is said that in places where he cast his greatest spells, the barriers between worlds grew thin, and to this day some claim that strange figures still step forth when the wind is right and the sky darkens. Then there is the legend of the Lost Tower of Selmara, a sanctum said to exist across many places at once, vanishing and reappearing at the will of its creator. Some claim its shifting halls contain portals to realms unknown, woven into the fabric of the tower itself. Others whisper that Selmara, the mage who built it, still walks within, untouched by time, locked between worlds, forever refining one of the greatest conjurations ever known. Even within the records of the SeekersSociety, there are remnants of summoning magic that have outlived their casters. Deep in the frozen wastes of Verethus stands the Ivory Sentinel, a towering, unmoving figure of solid ice, shaped like a warrior, locked in eternal vigilance. Legends claim it was not carved, nor was it built, but conjured centuries ago by an unknown mage who never dismissed their spell. Scholars debate whether it was once a summoned guardian, bound to a master who has long since perished, or a failed experiment, an elemental spirit caught between planes, unable to return home. Some nights, travelers passing through the tundra speak of strange whispers in the wind, voices in an ancient tongue calling for a summoner who will never answer, and when the storms rise, those who stray too close claim the figure moves, not by wind or shifting snow, but with purpose. Conjuration is the magic of summoning, teleportation, and bringing forth matter from elsewhere. It is a discipline of boundless utility, allowing casters to traverse great distances, call creatures to their side, or shape the battlefield with forces not their own. Yet with such power comes great risk, for to summon is to invite the unknown, and it is not everything that is called forth which is willing to obey. And with that, dear Seekers, we conclude this entry into the archives. If this exploration has sparked your curiosity, lend your support by liking this video and consider joining the SeekersSociety by subscribing to the channel. Until next time, Seekers, may your summons be strong, your footsteps swift, and your grasp of magic ever boundless.